Welcome back. I'm your Santa Barbara web guide. And the other day I attended a networking presentation from a realtor who was talking about bad neighborhoods. And a bad neighborhood, of course, with real estate is going to be a neighborhood that has crime or something that's undesirable. However, when it comes to web design and hosting your website, there is also a concept that's rarely talked about called bad neighborhoods. And what that means is if your website is hosted on a web server that contains other irreputable websites that have, let's say, for example, they're selling something that is illegal or questionable product or service, or in direct opposition of what it is that you're selling. Let's say that you have a church website that is hosted on a server that also has a site that sells guns or is pro Second Amendment. Sometimes that's going to be in conflict, and or even worse, possibly pornography or something risque, that those are going to be in direct conflict with the values of the site that you're hosting. And so Google is going to evaluate that. Google actually judges you against that. So you want to know a little bit more about the neighborhood that your website is in when you're working with your web designer, where they're hosting, what other sites are on there. And because this can be a big deal when you're working with different web designers. Likewise, there's also a similar concept when it comes to links, whether or not you're generating links to your website. Sometimes people will hire an SEO person in order to create backlinks to get them to rank well. But if those links are coming from irrelevant sites, then that can also create a very similar problem. So I hope this helps. Please leave your questions in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Take care.